I honestly think Nigerians should slow down with this fast money making stuff, because why is it that any country that is arresting criminals, Nigerians must be involved? This is getting out of hand. Like, be it in United States, be it in Africa, or if Dubai, South Africa, or any African country, Nigerians must be involved. Just look at the kind of stuff that they are putting themselves into. They're being arrested in Ghana for fraud, for kidnapping, for robbery. Same Nigerians, and this is actually the same thing that is happening in every part of the country. Is it not time Nigerian advises themselves? Like, this is so irritating. Like, why can't you be in a country and then work hard as other people are doing? Why is it that fast money is always the way forward? Like, why is it that Nigerians are always looking for fast money? They are just making things difficult for other Nigerians that are innocent. Like, you cannot even be a Nigerian in peace without people, tagging you as one thing, being one thing or the other. It's getting out of hand, and I think they should do better. Let me leave you to watch the rest of the video.
My Nigerian brothers and Ghanaians, come and let you know. Two Nigerians have been arrested in Ashama Circuit Court, jailed for 18 months for trafficking their own Nigerian brothers from Nigeria, bringing them to Ghana, confining them in a room, giving them a bunch of computers to do romance scam. They call it Yahoo Yahoo in Nigeria. And if these young men don't bring money, they beat them up, they starve them, and they confine them, almost like imprison them in the room. So one of them escaped and reported the matter to the police, and the police took them, after investigation, took the matter to court after charging these two young men. And now the judge has sentenced them to 18 months in jail. And the prosecutor prosecuting the case was very emphatic that the judge should give them even harsher sentences, because these things give Ghana a bad reputation, for that matter, the entire Africa. I remember the last time I did a case about the Nigerians who were arrested by FBI in Ghana for kidnapping an American and using her ATM card, her bank card, to withdraw money from a Bank of America account. There were Nigerians who were in the comment section said, "Oh, it's not true." It's true. This was a court case, and this again is another court case. This one happened in Ashama. So the prosecutors were saying that they trafficked their own Nigerian brothers. Previously, they were using Ghanaians, but now they are trafficking their own Nigerian brothers from Nigeria to Ghana, force them to do Yahoo Yahoo, and if they fail to bring money, this is what they do to them. So according to the prosecutor, they wanted the judge to give them a very hard sentence. That's why they were saying that the judge should use the sentence to send a message to other people that Ghana will not tolerate, whether you are Ghanaian or you are Nigerian or you are whoever, they will not tolerate this. You remember recently there's a case of this Nigerian young entrepreneur who does fish business, who was kidnapped and unalived. He was just... When these gentlemen would have done the same thing to these boys, and thank God one of them managed to escape and went to report the case. The prosecutor who was prosecuting the case said the young men were beaten, they were starved, and they were confined in the room for failing to generate funds. And so one of them, Otunga, he escaped and reported the case to the police, and the police went, stormed the place where he showed the police, and arrested them and then prosecuted them. They pleaded guilty. They themselves pleaded guilty to doing Yahoo Yahoo and trafficking these their brothers from Nigeria to Ghana to do Yahoo Yahoo, beating them and starving them. So now they are all going to jail for 18 months. The charges that they gave them was unauthorized crossing of the border and dealing in Yahoo Yahoo, which is a cyber crime in Ghana.
See, I am scared. I am scared like hell. I woke up with a call. A friend of mine called me and explained how she almost got kidnapped by a Nigerian taxi driver. No, not a taxi driver, a boat driver last night. She went out and her experience was crazy. If he had succeeded, I don't know what would have happened today or what news I would have heard today. Then I came on TikTok and I saw a similar story of a lady who went out with boat, and the boat driver happened to be a Nigerian, and their experience, how she had to battle this guy physically. Listen, guys, things are happening in Ghana that has never happened before. The rate at which people are getting kidnapped is alarming. Then I came on TikTok to see another girl's ordeal on how a Nigerian boat driver almost kidnapped her last night. All these two events happened last night. And I'm like, when will it be my turn? How will I handle it? When will it be my nieces, my cousin, my uncle, my brother? Come out in your numbers and let's demonstrate against all these criminalities and kidnapping happening in our country. If you don't come, the next person will be your brother, the next person will be your sister, the next person will be your daughter, your son. Eba sure no eba sure no ebe do so it must so no Lord Jekbo no ba pure no waya or brass spots me chope nye ba ne wa nkoto mame anaka wa head door. Mumbra no be who say mpanyimfo who say ye abre. Enya say na Ghana te. Nye ba no wo fe demonstration na efe for ni wo no pa ya me na ake wo hie do.
Another major cybercrime bust, but this time in Ghana. Immigration officers arrested about 50 Nigerians, all accused of being involved in online fraud. On July 24, 2025, officers from the Ghana Immigration raided a building in Makati Hills, Accra, when they received credible information that a group of Nigerians were allegedly trafficked into the country and forced to engage in cybercrime. Among those arrested was the landlord of the property, suspected of knowingly housing the syndicate. Authorities believe the building served as nothing but a cybercrime home. Now, investigations are currently ongoing. Immigration officers say the suspects are being screened and more details will be released as the case unfolds. Bah. Crime doesn't pay. Stay safe.
The prostitutions, robbery and ritual killing is going on in Ghana. What are your facts that Nigerians are the perpetrators of such acts? Your representative couldn't say anything. He couldn't come up with anything factual. He said sometimes that when you go to police stations, that maybe you will hear a Nigerian did this or that. Be factual now. He said, okay, that he will go to his father. So they will go back to the police station so that he will be able to get his facts right. You can imagine someone that came for an interview. Of all the noises you people have been making all along, finally you had someone that will represent you and this is what he's doing. You rent a house to one person, a Nigerian person, before you know what is happening, other people are in the house. That one I'm not in support with. But then you have a written agreement with a person. For any reason that person, his behavior is not going according to the agreement, you have a free right to do whatever it is you want to. If it's to eject the person. But this man said that he had, though, the landlady, the landlord ejected the Nigerian. Later on, the landlady died. A landlord, that he died. And they said he's a Nigerian. What are your facts? Or just because they had misunderstanding, all of a sudden the Nigerian is responsible for his death. What are your facts? We've seen a lot. That's why I'm dependent on fact. We've seen a lot as Nigerian. It's not easy to be a Nigerian. We don't see shit there. People will do something at the end of the day, so it's Nigerian. Is it the three Sudanese guys that wanted to fly to Dubai with hard drugs? They swapped the whole story. Said it's Nigerian guys. Proliferated the whole news everywhere. That is Nigerian guys, whereas these are Sudanese guys. Which one am I to talk about? Which one am I to leave? Is it the Asian guys that came to Nigeria? I don't know if those guys are Chinese guys. Came to Nigeria, rented 5-story building. A whole 5-story building, over 200 of them. What were they doing there? They were internet fraud. Internet fraud. They just the boom. So that for any reason I because it will to be traced to Nigeria. The recent news about you people, you Ghanaians, stealing cars outside, then shipped to your country. At the end of the day, still said it Nigerians. You people whine a lot. That's one difference between you people and Nigerians. We own up to our rules. Once we don't do anything, we own up to it. But you people will keep whining. Something will be said they don't catch you now. You are still whining. That is Nigerians. You people will go out, steal cars, and ship to your country. Countless number of crimes have been committed. They said it's Nigeria. That the perpetrator is a Nigerian. And at the end of the day, when you go deep into the matter, you find out that this person is even a Ghanaian and not a Nigerian. People have taken advantage of our situation. It's not easy to be a Nigerian. We've seen shege. We've seen shege from what people. Let's talk about prostitution. That's the major reason why I'm making this video. As a child, I heard a whole lot about Ghanaians. Most Ghanaians being once I mentioned Ashawo prostitution. Ghanaians are prostitutions at 5 and 6. Most of you, especially from the poor homes, will give birth to a child, especially a female child, wear that child a waist bead. Follow up with that child's curves, that child's shape as she grows. You follow with the shape to make sure that her shape comes out perfectly well structured in a way that it attracts money, because that's the aim. You see the way white people will give birth to their children, especially female children. They will groom those children from baby stage to a professional ballet dancer. That is how most Ghanaians will give birth to their children, groom that child to a professional prostitute. Prostitution became the order of the day in Ghana. And at a point, you people built a separate prison. I'm not going to call it correctional center. You people built a separate prison for these children. You had your special task force that you will be going street to street to pick them from 18 years down. How long will they serve? Within 6 months, from 6 months to 4 years, depending on the person's crime. The yardstick you people are using to measure Nigerians as a very bad people are mere speculations. Get your facts, tag me. This person did this thing, and this person did so and so thing, and is a Nigerian. What's the person's name? Where did it happen? With whom did it happen? How do you know the person is a Nigerian? Did he tell you? Where is the person from in Nigeria? There's a whole lot of things you will come on with, and then I will believe you. I even saw one that held a placard, said their health is at risk due to mass prostitution. You are not ashamed as a man to hold such. Shame leave you catch me. Shame suppose wear you clothes. Did a prostitute rape you? Was she not there? You went, you carry yourself. Not only that you carried yourself, you counted some CDs alongside with you, put inside your pocket, then you went there and met Ashawo. Anyway, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yanka Ojukwu, she was in Ghana 2 days ago. She met with your Minister of Foreign Affairs, with other representatives. They had their meeting. And at the end of the meeting, everything is expected to be fine. Unless if you are insisting that things will not be fine. Because this time around, they said you arrest anybody they see. You are holding placard, doing anything that looks like protest, they will arrest you. You know, before I advised they use 10, carry can flog you people to your federal homes. This time they said no, that they prefer arresting. A word is enough for the wise. A word is enough. See, fight will not get you people anywhere. It will not get you. You people have Ghanaians in Nigeria. You people have Ghanaians in Nigeria. Even your president, your incumbent president, lived and grew up in Nigeria, Kwara State. And when you see a Nigerian, respect yourself. Mind your business when you see a Nigerian, especially that king, that Igbo king. When I know the dates.
I feel it right.